I remember the first time I ever gave a speech because of how badly it went, or how badly it didn't go. It was for a piano recital that my mother had signed me up for. I was about 7 years old, and I chose a poem that I liked as a 7-year-old. But while watching other people perform their own original poetry, I was afraid. I was worried about how I would compare. So, when it became my turn to perform, I hid behind my mother's skirt while she recited the poem that I had chosen. The truth is, public speaking is hard, and it's never become easy for me. But through practice and by improving my skills, it became natural. It became a way for me to show who I truly was. What I want to do today is rewrite the script on public speaking. My name is Amin Saeed, and I am far from the perfect speaker. But what I've always tried to do, since that poetry recital at least, is try. Unfortunately for many people, they're afraid to do so. According to research by the University of Florida, 72% of people are afraid of public speaking. The most common reasons for this fear, according to the Academic Bar Association, are fears of embarrassment in front of others, fears of appearing nervous to an audience, or the fear of seeming dull or uninterested in a topic. The truth is, public speaking activates the very same fight, flight, or freeze response as other common fears. It's right up on that list of fears, along with snakes, or heights, or the dark. But when you watch some of the greatest orators in history on screen, you'll notice something. It doesn't look like they're nervous about snakes. It doesn't look like they're watching over their shoulder. The reason for this, and the difference between beginners at public speaking and the experts, is practice, and lots of it. The truth is, public speaking is a skill, and just like any other skill, if you practice, you can improve, and without it, the snakes will get you. I remember feeling that same feeling of fear during my interviews for GHP. I was at a conference table with some of the most respected teachers at Walton. I remember sitting, if you can imagine with me for a second, at that conference table with both leagues, Dr. Burrell, and a series of other teachers. I'd been in class with these people just hours ago. It was scary. Honestly, it was terrifying. But because of the practice I'd done, and because of the skills I developed over the years, I was comfortable improvising and adapting to the questions as they came. I'm sure you can relate to those fears that I felt in those interviews. When teachers call on you in class, or when you're put on a spot by a supervisor, those fears are real and they are understandable. One thing that I've found that was most common when we were first actually recruiting for this TEDx event was concern, common concerns. People saying that, I'm not good enough for that, I'm not that guy, what would I even talk about? But the truth is, for public speaking, it doesn't take perfection. It takes passion. It takes about putting in that effort and the courage to try. And when you're on that stage, you can master the moment. But about mastery for a second. That's a common fear for many people. It is that worry about making sure that everything is perfect before you even come on stage to try. And it doesn't take that, I assure you. What I want for you to see, if there's one thing that you take away from this speech, is that all it takes for you to be here where I am is to try and to have that courage to try. I want you to go out and seek out the stages in your life. From here, please go forward, have that ability, try to share your passions, share your thoughts with the world, as I've learned to do in public speaking, and enjoy the moment. Thank you very much.